The class of 2012 extends a warm welcome to our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Paul K. Smith. Mr. Smith began his career as a music teacher and was later promoted to assistant principal at Killingly High School. Later, he became the principal at Bolton High School, and only 1 year into our high school career, he became our superintendent. Mr. Smith is admired and respected by all who have had the privilege to know him. This will conclude his journey with us at Bolton High School. It has been an honor. He has truly made Bolton a better place, and we thank you for all that you have done.
Well, I should just stop right now. Class of 2012. And now, you go. It's almost as simple as that. Now, you go. You're at that point in your life, high school graduation, a point that you have imagined, I am sure, for quite a while. So now, you go. What you imagined during your busiest times in high school as a triumphant plunge into your future as you go may be a less clear-cut, less dramatic, more confusing event than perhaps you thought. My evidence of that is the typical expression on seniors' faces this time of year. The expression is often a mixed one of relief and happiness, but under that facade, there underlies a bit of fear and confusion. I've had the opportunity to watch seniors over the years as they finish senior exams and graduation practices. Seniors are done for the day at the end of practice or exams, while the underclassmen are still in session. Though they're done, several seniors often do not leave. They go to their locker. Knowing it is empty, they open it anyway. It is indeed empty. Then they close the empty locker and then join their friend at their locker. It is also empty. But it's open nonetheless, as if life's secrets will jump out and explain themselves. There is no better image at the end of the year than two seniors staring at an empty locker and then closing it. At that point, they often don't rush off to leave. They linger around, walk around, just a little bit longer with that expression of fear and happiness, confusion, relief, and after looking up and down the hallway, they exit. Now, these actions replay themselves several times during exams and graduation practices. So now, you really go. And we know they are very ready. I assure you that you are ready to go. And all of us here tonight want you to go with confidence, assurance, and aplomb. Many of you have participated in sports, and when you hear the word go, you spring into action without thinking. When the gun is sounded, you don't second guess yourself with that empty locker, blank face expression. You go. You jump forward with confidence and a sense of readiness. So now, we hope that when you go, you will rocket forward as some of the best prepared students in the state and in the country. You will go to college and into the world trained by a small but proud school and community. And this certainly has been a school and community of support, giving you the benefit of a great school, great teachers, wonderful, caring parents. There is no challenge you cannot handle and no experience or problem that warrants that empty locker, blank-faced look. Class of 2012, your locker will always be filled. Your work and this community has filled it for you. You are well prepared to go to your next step in life and find nothing but success. So go with the confidence your school and parents instilled in you. Go and find others who share your dreams. Go and take others with you. Tonight, after the ceremony, stand in front of that locker one last time. Open it, smile big, and say to yourself, I am ready. And then go. Congratulations.
We will now begin the 42nd diploma ceremony at Bolton High School. Mr. Maselli will present our class to the board chair. Mr. Maselli.
Mrs. Burgeon, Board Chairperson, members of the Bolton Board of Education, as well as witnesses gathered from the community of Bolton, I am proud to certify that every student sitting here tonight has met all of the credit requirements, completed all the academic requirements and performance requirements for graduation as set forth by the Bolton Public Schools, and therefore should be awarded with all due honors and privileges the diploma of Bolton High School.
Devin Onku Adams. Nicholas Vincent Paracchio, diploma given by Sister Alyssa Paracchio, class of 2008. Nicholas George Katusis, diploma given by Sister Georgina Katusis, class of 2009. Daniel Kino Farrell, diploma given by Sisters Katie Farrell, class of 2008, and Sister Farrell, class of 2007. Robert Dunwoody Muro, diploma given by Father Joseph Muro, class of 1974, Sisters Miranda Muro, class of 2007, Emily Trexler, class of 2003, and Laura Muro, class of 2010, and cousins Ann Vernier, class of 2008, and Marianne Muro, class of 2011. Samuel Hillebrand, diploma given by brothers Will Hillebrand, class of 2010, and Josh Hillebrand, class of 2009. Lucas Vincent Sansevero. Emily Riotel. Michaela Ann Harbeck. Samantha Ray. Haley Amanda Hennessy. Holly Ann Bard. Emery Lee Mayette, diploma given by Father Brandon Mayette Jr., class of 1978, Moms Andrea Strickland, class of 1977, and Renee McDonald, class of 1973. Megan Catherine Monk. Sarah Beth Tonzi, diploma given by Mother Judy Tonzi, Board of Education employee. Sarah Elizabeth Harmon.
Joel Edward Pagani, diploma given by Sister Joel Pagani, class of 2008. Brian Patrick Culkin. James D. Mola. Thomas William Donlin. Theodore Elizabeth Driver, diploma given by Brother Dylan Driver, class of 2010. Emily May Vanas. Madison Harrigan. Nicole Lynn Kendi. Eileen Marie Welchman. Amanda Lee Fritchie. Tara Elizabeth Furs. Rosemary Joanna Fibro. Olivia Janice Muro, diploma given by newly graduated brother Robert Muro, class of 2005. Brian Thomas Hoff. Ian Gregory Butterfield. Joshua David Etheridge. Dominic Lesso, diploma given by brother Mark Lesso, class of 2008. Joseph Casello. Timothy Edward Alsop. Samuel Peter Marshall. Vanessa Victoria Whitey. Kelsey Ann Sosha. Danielle Christina Kerr, diploma given by Sister Lexi Kerr, class of 2010. Kelly Bridget English, diploma given by Sister Maggie English, class of 2008. Tracy Allison Rowe. Jenna Dorothy Luck, diploma given by Mother Heidi Luck, class of 1983, and Uncle John Luck, class of 1985, and Eric Luck, class of 1988. Alexandria Louise Blair. Hanson, diploma given by brother Andrew Hanson, class of 2004, and sister Alyssa Hanson, class of 2006. Kirsten Cianci, diploma given by sisters Jessica, class of 2002, Kimber, class of 2004, and Brenna, class of 2008. Edward F. Bolton III. Adam Dower. Michael Brandon Herrera. Liam Armstrong Chris. Edward Joseph Hamlin. The Rostislav Godsko. Henry Elizabeth Goldsnyder, diploma given by Mother Helen Snyder, India Lee Rice, diploma given by Father Mark Rice, class of 1992. Elizabeth Ann Buckner. Marissa Harvey. Nicole Marie Ozark. Erin Rose Westerman. Gabrielle Pearl Ziegler. Shannon Anne-Marie Miller Fish, diploma given by Father Russell Fish, class of 1981, and Sister Shantoy Miller, class of 2011. Heather Raven Armstrong. Benjamin Mike.
Good evening, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2012. I'm so proud of what you've accomplished and truly looking forward to hearing about everything you will accomplish. You are a very special group of men and women. Let me make one correction to Kelsey's earlier comments. It was beluga whales, not dolphins. The truth is, 2 months ago, especially the 13 days hospitalizing in the Haven Hospital were hard. Whenever I go through difficult times like that, I try to use those memories for some good in the future. For example, I told you the tragic story of my former student at prom time to drive home the point of avoiding school tragedy and making good decisions. Tonight, I'd like to share some lessons from my illness that you can apply to your life as you head off to college. Lesson 1. You will get lonely. You will get homesick. And that's okay. The nights I spent staring at the ceiling in the hospital, missing my children, my wife, and even some people in this room. I hadn't felt that kind of loneliness since college. And just know that those times will come, and it's okay to reach out to friends and family. Call, text, email, even visit occasionally. I want you to spend lots of time in college, make new friends, and try new things. But have a plan when the homesickness hits. Remember, you will be missed too. Lesson number 2. Trust experts, but advocate for yourself. After days of speaking to dozens of doctors, the decision was finally made not to operate on my foot in search of the abscess. 12 hours later, a cheery young doctor arrived in my room toting a bucket of supplies. I knew I was in trouble when she told me, "We just decided not to operate." Just decided, I thought to myself. We decided that yesterday. Instead, she continued, "I'm going to splint your foot." Okay, she was the doctor, but I had an infection. Sure, my foot hurt when I tried to stand, and it was swollen and discolored, but her plan was to wrap it up like a sprain. I asked her politely to leave. If you're ready for times like this next year, sure, there are experts that you need to get to know and trust, but don't take any advice blindly. Seek second opinions. Research on your own. Ask lots of questions. You are adults and responsible for yourself now. You become bigger and bigger. And you guys are all ready for this. Lesson number 3. The world is full of good people. Throughout my illness and recovery, there were some people that were not very understanding. I guess this is true more for the way people treated my wife, but it was still disappointing. Expecting her to do things for them while she was busy running back and forth to the hospital, or insisting on keeping her on the phone while she was trying to take care of our children alone because I could not get off the couch. However, the mass majority of people were the complete opposite. I can't count the number of people that just called, dropped off food, brought us gift certificates to the grocery store, or simply checked to see how we were doing. There was even one family in town that invited my wife and children to Christmas dinner at the last minute when they heard I was so sick. They disrupted their own plans for my family. Not a week goes by, even months later, without someone in town asking me how I'm doing. As I stood on the beach last night, people came up to me and inquired about my health. The lesson here is the majority of the people in the world do have good hearts. Don't let the minority of selfish, insensitive people guide your perception. Keep your chin up. The good are out there. Lesson number 4, relish the small moments. Maybe it will be your first college date, or the time you spend all night long just talking to your roommate. Perhaps it'll be the day that nutty professor takes you out onto the lawn for a class and blows your mind with things you've never known. For me, it was my little one Julia pushing the buttons on the hospital bed going up and down. Or the day one of my wife's friends stopped by to visit while I was recovering at home and ended her visit by sitting with me and praying for my recovery. Or one of my favorite nights in the hospital. I had temporarily had a triple room all to myself. I was just settling in when I heard a ruckus on the other side of the privacy curtains. When I inquired what was going on, the response was, just here from housekeeping looking for a quiet place to watch TV. He proceeded to lay down on one of the other beds and watch Law & Order. I still smile thinking about it. Whatever the small moment might be, and there will be plenty of them in college, take the time to notice them, to dwell, to share your stories. It'll make your life richer. And lesson number 5, honor others' limitations. When I was still very sick, I was shocked by some of the people that didn't call or visit. I couldn't figure out why a few people I was closest to didn't reach out to me. It took me a while to realize it's because they didn't have it in them. I knew they cared and were thinking of me, but they could not bring themselves to face my illness directly. I do not consider this a fault, just a reality of who they are, and I don't hold a grudge. What I learned was that I needed to pay attention to things my friends were not good at. It didn't have to change my relationship with them. I just needed to understand them. Remember this as your list of close friends explodes next year. You will be meeting so many people that are so much more diverse than your Bolton friends. Embrace this change. Embrace all the great qualities these new friends will have. Embrace, too, the limitations of your friends. And finally, as I wish you luck in your future life, I ask you to turn to a friend, look them in the eye, shake their hand, and tell them you will see them on Monday. As for me, I just hope to see you soon. Congratulations, class of 2012. At this time, I would invite our graduates to present their gifts to a member of their family.
are invited to move close to take pictures as we celebrate our commencement by moving our tassels to the right side of our caps, indicating that we now possess the diploma of the high school graduate.
The academic cap and gown date back to the 14th century. They have been worn in educational institutes and graduations for over 700 years. Joining in the tradition, members of the class of 2012 move our tassels from the right side of our caps to the left, indicating that we are conferred as graduates of Bolton High School. Mr. Maselli has the final word.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bolton High School class of 2012.